Guys, so we have multiple breaking news coming out. Please share this video. Today is March 5th, 2025, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up, and once again, thank you so much for your love and support. So it says here, the Pentagon deploys more B-52 bombers to the Mid-East in warning to Iran. We have more breaking news. Retired U.S. General urged Donald to back the Holy Land against Persia. All right, so very important information coming out. We have more breaking news. The Commander-in-Chief issues final warning to the group out there in the Strip. I'm going to spell the name Hamas. All right, so Donald says, Shalom, groups. Again, I'm going to skip their names. It means hello and goodbye. So Donald said, you can choose, release all of the innocent right now, not later, and immediately return all of the DEAD bodies of the people you have, you know what, or it is over for you. Wow. It says here, only sick and twisted individuals keep the you know what. And I truly apologize, guys. I have to use these code words. I have to. These words are going to get me in trouble in this platform. And it says here, and you are sick and twisted. Now, I am sending the Holy Land everything it needs to finish the job. Not a single of these group members will be safe if you don't do as I say. Man, Donald. Man. And that's the reason why they're sending all them B-52s right now. I have just met with your former lives you have destroyed. So it says here, this is your last warning for the leadership. Now it is time to leave that region while you still have a chance. Also, to the people of the Strip, a beautiful future awaits, but not if you hold, you know what. If you do, you're gone. Make a smart decision. Release the innocent now, or there will be hell to pay later. Sincerely, Donald. He sent that message today to the Strip. At the same time, boom! The B-52 bombers, there's a lot more heading to the Mid-East. Guys, I just posted this video not too long ago. You may want to check this video out. There was a B-52 bomber spotted over Texas. B-52 bomber spotted over Texas, apparently carrying hypersonic missiles during tests. That link will be in the comments box if you guys want to check it out. We're going to focus on the B-52 bombers and the retired U.S. general who is sounding the alarm. Let's start with the retired general, and then we're going to jump to the bombers, the B-52 bombers that is being sent. All right, so this is coming out from retired U.S. general. He's sounding the alarm. Please share the video, guys. And again, for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we do have the PayPal link and the Patreon link in the description box. And also for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to my address. It's highlighted in yellow. Another way to support the channel, $1 a month. Patreon will get you access to our live stream once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on YouTube. Thank you so much for your support. A group of 77 retired U.S. generals and admirals have called on the Commander-in-Chief to support possible Holy Land military action against Persia, warning that Persia capital is nearing nuclear weapons capability. In an open letter organized by the JINSA, the former commander said that it is time to let the Holy Land finish the job against the Persians, and stop Persia from crossing the nuclear threshold, and urged Washington to provide military assistance. A nuclear Persia will be a warning to the U.S. national security, the letter reads. While Holy Land seeks fund the sleeping giant its support to ensure the maximum effectiveness of its actions and manage the risk of Persian retaliation, we should provide it expeditiously. And referring to Persia, rising enrichment and obstruction of IAEA inspectors, it said more must be done to defend the Holy Land. With Persia capable of producing equipment-grade uranium in just days, working towards a nuclear equipment and building ever deeper underground facilities, time is running out to stop its march to the bomb, the former general added. While acknowledging the diplomacy is preferable, the signatories said they doubt Persia would negotiate in good faith. Here's the thing, Persia, Iran. Persia wants revenge. Because Donald took out Baghdadi, I think, and Salami, something like that. So Persia still wants revenge. And so we shouldn't trust them. It says here, repeated negotiations with Persia over 2 decades have led to one dangerous result. The world's leading state sponsor of bad groups now stands on the cusp of developing the world's most dangerous equipment, the apocalyptic toys. Now, in early February, Donald declared the return of the so-called maximum pressure on Persia, vowing to block its path to a nuclear equipment. Now, Persia, give me a second here. Persia remains the world's leading state sponsors of terror. The memo read, blaming Persia capital for supporting militant groups such as Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis. Secretary of State Rubio visited the Holy Land last week, called Persia the single greatest source of instability in the Mideast. There can never be a nuclear Persia, Rubio said, that can never happen. Benjamin said during the same press conference that the Holy Land and the sleeping giant are shoulder to shoulder encountering the warnings of Persia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go straight to the B-52 bombers. All right, so look out. Retired U.S. General urged Donald, man, you need to back the Holy Land. Persia is getting close to having nukes. I believe Persia already have nuclear. I do. The Pentagon deploys more B-52 bombers to the Mideast in warning to Persia. The sleeping giant sent a third sortie of B-52 bombers over the Mideast early this week after the aircraft carrier Truman returned to the Red Sea. Man, so they're getting loaded up there now. Buckle up. Give me a second here. Let me just zoom this really quick. There we go. So you guys have a better view. Do me a favor. Please share the video. Subscribe. Thank you so much for your support. Alright, so it says here you have the Pentagon sent another B-52, actually 2 U.S. Air Force B-52 over the Mideast this week as Donald administration seeks to coerce Persia leader into negotiation in a bid to halt Persia nuclear enrichment. The B-52 sortie was the third in just 3 weeks and comes as the aircraft carrier Truman returned to the Red Sea after a brief hiatus in the Mediterranean. The Truman passed through the Suez Canal last week after undergoing repairs in Greece after colliding with a commercial bulk tanker near the canal's north entrance last month. The latest bomber, and I think that was Egypt. Accidentally collided with that aircraft carrier. So the latest bomber overflight, which has not been announced by the U.S. military, but was confirmed to Al Monitor by a U.S. defense official, was first reported by Al, again the news. So why it matters? Well, the U.S. is ramping up its strategic strike capabilities in the region in a show of force in tandem with regional militaries. The Holy Land warplanes escorted the latest B-52 mission in an subtle signal to Persian's policy makers. Now, Donald signed a memo last month restoring his maximum pressure campaign of economic isolation against Persia. Now, he has repeatedly said he seeks a peaceful diplomatic resolution to the Persian increased nuclear enrichment, but has warned the U.S. will not allow Persia to obtain a nuclear equipment. Although Persia's supreme leader has not authorized the pursuit of a nuclear equipment, the Persian Gov has amassed some 274 kilograms of 60% enriched uranium since Donald withdrew from the multinational, again, the 2018 nuclear accord, according to the latest reporting by the UN International Atomic Energy Agency. On Tuesday, Donald nominee to be the Pentagon top civilian advisor, Mr. Colby, vowed that if confirmed, he would provide Defense Secretary Pete and the White House with credible military options to strike Persia nuclear programs should diplomacy fail. Boy, oh boy. That thing would literally cause fire in the Mideast if that happens. So the Sleeping Giant and the Holy Land have repeatedly war-gamed strategic long-range airstrikes resembling those officials say will be needed to damage or destroy Persia fortified underground nuclear facility. The Holy Land Air Force has neither the U.S.-made GBU-43 bombs needed to penetrate the subterranean site, nor the warplanes capable of delivering them. Now, the deployment also comes as the Sleeping Giant Command, CENTCOM, seeks to retain its access to Pentagon resources amid the transition to a new administration in Washington. What's next? Well, the Holy Land leaders have been pressing the Donald administration in recent weeks to seize what they see as a rare moment of opportunity to disrupt Persia's nuclear program. The Holy Land Air Force decimated Hezbollah top leadership and destroyed Persia's strategic air defenses with standoff strike launched over Iraq airspace late last year amid fallout from the October biblical war. Now, Hezbollah was Persia insurance policy, and they lost it. A person briefed on the discussion told the news. All right, so under pressure. It's not clear whether the pressure will bring the intended result. Hardliners in Persia parliament have ousted two key officials aligned with President Massoud policy in recent weeks amid a severe economic downturn worsened by Washington sanctions regime. Now, Persia parliament impeached finance minister in a 182 to 273 vote on Sunday as the real continued to tailspin in value against the dollar. Similarly, you had have this individual here, the vice president for strategic affairs and the country's former foreign minister who played a key role in negotiating 2015 nuclear accord, tender his resignation overnight on Sunday amid pressure from hardliners. Wow. Persia leader expressed rare frustration in speech parliament on Tuesday. The president, who ran on a platform of rapprochement with the West in dialogue with the U.S. over the nuclear issue blamed Donald maximum pressure campaign for adding to the country's economic woes. My belief was that talks are better, but the Supreme Leader has said we do not negotiate with the sleeping giant. We will proceed according to the direction of our top leader. The bear leader Vladimir agreed to a request put forth by Donald to assist in outreach to Persia leader in a bid to bring their side to the negotiating table, Bloomberg reported on Tuesday. It says here no more. Another sleeping giant military MQ-9 Reaper drone was down over Yemen this week. A sleeping giant official confirmed to the news. The takedown, which the official attributed to these group, came even as sleeping giant military officials say the Air Force and Navy have held their own fire in accordance with the de facto ceasefire with the Yemen rebels that has been in place since the Holy Land and Amma ceasefire was reached. Once again, the Pentagon has not publicly disclosed how many MQ-9s it had lost in a limited strike campaign against the groups. A sleeping giant Navy FA-18 fighter jet was taken down by friendly fire in December, but both pilots were recovered unharmed. Alright, so that's where we are right now, guys. Very important information here. Once again, you have a former U.S. general is sounding the alarm. Persia is close to getting nuclear. This is some serious stuff. And the Pentagon deploys more B-52 bombers to the Mideast in warning to Persia. And once again, Donald has sent a message to those out there in the strip, the GAZA strip. Release the people now. Or there's going to be some stuff that's going to hit the fan. So this is where we are right now, guys, when it comes to the Mideast, nation against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Leave comments down below. One thing I tell you, there's been a lot of B-52 bombers in the air. A lot of B-52 bombers. And these B-52 bombers, they're no joke. And they do carry some powerful stuff that could literally do damage to a major city. And something that we do not want to see. But I do believe that eventually Persia is going to get hit, and this thing is going to backfire really bad. It's going to impact the world economy. So it's very important that people prepare spiritually, physically, and mentally. That's the reason why Vladimir, the leader of the bear, Putin, Vladimir is trying to ease things down between the sleeping giants and Iran. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you send it to me, Louis Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.